against explosive decompression, please try to avoid staining the seat cushions. Those things are expensive. Please note that this ride is not safe for children under 12 or over 13. It is also not safe for 13-year-olds.
What's up, everybody? What's happening? Yo, what up? Whoa, Zerk, you here? Don't tis Campbell. You check out Crossworlds. Yeah, pretty fun. I played the open beta and I played the closed beta, and since it's a kart racer, I don't care. So yeah, I mean, it could be fun for a little bit, but I'm not gonna sit down and play that game forever. Yeah, you fuck with that beat, bro. Look at this, bro. We're like kind of getting into the streaming business right now. Okay, we're kind of getting there. All right. But so only thing I'm gonna say before we immediately start the game, because I just want to finish this. Okay, that's the only reason I've streamed 3 days in a row, is because I just want to finish this. Once again, I ain't gonna put that in. It's not gonna happen. All right. I told you what Beethoven would do to me, and I don't want that to happen. Right now, at least. But yeah, only thing I want to say, thank you all for getting me to 1K, of course, just like last time. 1,000 subscribers is great. That means that I can start trying to focus more on my content, so that I can, actually make a career out of it, instead of it just being a hobby kind of thing. So that's why, the road to 1K is always a huge deal, is because it means that eventually I can actually use this as like a primary income and a job. Don't forget any good things after you play this game. I already will. I've already forgotten this. Just the thought of playing this game has already made me forget everything. Listen, all right? You don't have to. It's forever ingrained on my VOD. Everybody will know. If everybody decides to watch along for the murder of Sonic, they'll all know that I briefly forgot what that was. But okay, so we're just gonna hop into the game. Once again, we do an audio check. That's just what we do now, I guess, until I can figure out how to normalize my stream audio at all times, okay? So I'm going to pull this up, and we're going to do our little audio test, and then we're going to just hop right into it, okay? And hopefully we can finish this game. And KotyTang become the top Sonic tuber one day. Yeah, someday, right? That's the goal. Alright. This should be it, yep. Alright, audio check. How's the sound? How we sound? Can you turn it up? Can you hear it at all? If you can't hear it at all, let me know. I know how to fix that. It's usually just this. But if not, I know. Yep. Boom, there you go. I don't know why it defaults like that, but it just does. But I can see that there's sound playing now. I just don't know how loud it is for you guys. So let me know, and then once we're all good, we'll jump right into the game. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate the support and all that. We got a good amount of people today, so we'll hopefully finish this game out. All right, fantastic. Let's hop right in. We cleared Shadow, and we immediately stopped. We got to put back on our beat because we like beating that meat, right? And then we got to check outside. All right, I guess we're going to right into the voices. It's pretty loud. Do you want me to turn it down, Zerk? I'll turn it down. Okay, no problem. Well, you don't want it too loud because then it's like, oh god. So I'll turn it down. How's that? How's that sound? We don't want it blaring in our ears, but we don't want it really quiet either, right? It's like a casual play. Yo, chill, alright? Is this quiet enough? I'm cutting out? Are you serious? Am I good? I'll wait. But yeah, anyway, does the game sound alright now? You still want me to turn it down? Okay. Okay, I turned it down just a little bit. Okay, alright, fuck you, Zerk, piece of shit. Fix your internet, pussy. Alright, so if that sounds good, we'll just keep going. If anybody says that it's not loud enough, I'll turn it up just a little bit more, okay? Anyway, we're gonna continue now, okay? Back to my voices, alright? Wow, Tails, you have to check this out. These windows are huge. What a view. I didn't realize this train would drive along the coast. Spectacular, isn't it? I just want to hop out and take a dip in the ocean. I am using OBS, yes. If this train wasn't so nice to be on, I'd agree. The volume didn't change at all. Oh, it's definitely changing. I can see the things moving. If I do this, it's just complete silence. So it's definitely changing. We'll try 7 and then let me know from there, okay? Despite the murder lingering in the air. Dragon Ball announcer's dead. I killed him. It's just Snake now. I give it up doing 8 voices for Tails. Now it's quieter. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bring it back up to 2. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here, and then I'll watch the VOD back. And Pac, if it sounds quiet when you said that it was too loud still, I'm gonna find your family, I'm gonna kidnap them, and I'll give them all kisses, okay? Let's talk to the AB. She was Jaleel White, right? I wonder what we'll find there. The conductor, I'm sure. Admittedly, I haven't seen the conductor in a while. Hope he's alright. I can't believe a secret passage was here this whole time. That would have been very useful. Actually, should I try my... I'll try my Jason. That would have been very useful. No, I can't. It just sounds like SVO. Can't do it. We'll stick to the Kirk Thornton. Yeah, the library was closest to the bathroom. It would have been really convenient. I see our priorities are different. Can I talk to the band? Hey, it's the Big Chow Band. Give us a jam. We can't do a ditty this time. It didn't let us ditty. I guess it was already on ditty. That was like 2 seconds! What was that? That was spiritual. I feel reawakened. You gotta enunciate a lot. Yeah, I gotta do a lot with these things. So I'm just not gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna go to the next car. Let's see what it is. Actually, let's talk to the hand first. There's another robot arm just doing his thing. Yeah, we already talked to this guy. Give me a high five. Alright. No. I can't. Let's just go to the next car. I just want to finish this. I'm not spending 18 hours doing these voices, okay? Let's just go to the next car. This place looks kind of dark. Should really sort out my evidence before I continue. In my short time working on this train, I haven't visited the conductor car yet. Welcome to the stream, Kibori. Welcome to the stream. Feels empty? Oh, wait, where's the conductor? That's odd. I haven't seen him throughout the train at all. Last we saw him was when he left the dining car. Something clearly happened here.
Nothing we can't figure out. Come on, time to investigate.
Let's crack on. Oh god. Let's crack on. Okay. So, alright. Hold on. I'm smarter than Sonic Team. I'm so much smarter than whoever's writing this, okay? If the conductor's missing, there's only one guy in the entire Sonic continuity that would possibly steal somebody. If it's not Rouge, it's not Shadow, it's not anybody that killed Sonic, Eggman did it. Or the conductor's a really good hider.
Oh, wow, the conductor looks so young in his uniform.
He's been here a long time. After 32 years. He told me he's finally retiring. Unless the conductor killed Sonic. Like I said, he's just really good at hiding. But I don't know. No. Because that was a pretty heavy hit earlier, right? The train actually got rocked. So it's like maybe Eggman like hopped onto the side and crashed into the thing or something like that.
He said he's headed to Spagonia with his wife.
I hope they have a great trip. Also that, he's not supposed to even be here. So I guess that would make sense that he's not here. Why were we asking where the conductor was then?
32 years is a long time. I wish them a lot of happiness.
May any future sorrow be fleeting.
Yes, I wish that too.
Oh, we gotta say Shads.
Isn't it odd we haven't seen the conductor since the dining car?
I figure he's had to drive the train the entire time. I'm so confused! Is this his last time doing? I need to go all the way back to the beginning of the game. Because I was under the impression that I was just running the whole train right now and the conductor was leaving. But I guess he was saying this is his last day here. And if so, once again, either the conductor beat the shit out of Sonic and then left him, or Eggman rocked the whole place and that was it. Oh, also, I figured out how to take my mouse off the screen. That was pretty cool. I figured he's had the... Yeah. I'd guess the same, but the train's quick speed up is odd, and we currently don't know where he is. I hope he's alright. Admittedly, I do miss his laugh. We're not doing that. Yeah, literally. Before we talk to Amy, I think we should keep looking around for clues. Oh, good call. Oh, I thought we were just chatting.
I've noticed these screens throughout the entire train.
Anybody hitting the Chow call name I know? Same, I thought he just left. The Chow Cane? Are you talking about cocaine? What's happening? Yeah, they're used to show information in advertisements. They're nice. The pictures is really clear. I would watch a full movie on one. Yeah.
I saw a slide that said, "Happy birthday, Amy." That was so cute.
That was like at the beginning.
The next ad, being for nasal medication, was a little jarring though. Oh!
A Jaleel White reference. She was Jaleel White the whole time.
The high quality screens probably didn't do that ad any favors. Not at all. Perhaps too much detail. A microphone? We could talk to the whole train with this.
Huh. Should I say something? Start beatboxing? Ask if you can hear this, your armpits stink. We're gonna beatbox.
Barry, why are you reaching for the mic?
Okay. That wasn't too bad. It was like a stock beatbox noise.
Just offering our guests some musical entertainment.
That was impressive, Barry. Thank you for sharing. Alright. That arm's dead. This robot arm has been completely torn off.
Yuck, how creepy.
That arm is powerful. It'd be tough to break out of its grip. A lot of people here have the strength to tear this off, but the question is, why? A confrontation definitely occurred in this room. We should log this. Aye, aye, sir. Broken rub. We put the whole arm in our bag. I don't know why my voice did that. Did this fall over when the train sped up?
Not sure. Wait, what's it say on the mug? A cup of joe in your hand, wife by your side, paradise.
All right, we get it. He loves his wife. All right, Shadow, relax. We read this one. No, motherfucker. All right, we're good. Huh? What's this? Was someone playing darts? That's not a throwing dart. That's a blow dart. Someone brought a weapon onto this train. And the robot arms didn't catch it? Huh. That shouldn't be possible. Tails is right. The train detects any weapons on a passenger before letting them on board. Let's make note of this. Blow dart, we put the whole blow dart in there. I think we found enough clues. Let's talk to Amy and solve this once and for all. Alright, here we go. This is the moment of truth. We gotta save, right? What if something bad happens? What could possibly go wrong? Oh. That he loves his wife reference to Eggman missing his wife as he graciously told Tails. Yes. Eru says Ian Mutchler wrote this game, so you're saying you're smarter than him. I am smarter than him. Watch, bro. Look, there's just no. We have like a huge chunk of the cast, and we don't have Eggman. Eru. Eggman ripped that arm off. Eggman blow darted the conductor. It's all coming together now. Even though there have been no hints toward Eggman this entire game, it's all coming together. All right. Event.
Huh. It's a large one. Seems like at least one person could fit through.
Not a problem for me, but I'm not sure how you'd get up there.
Wait. Why wouldn't it be a problem for you?
Oh, the Tails.
Right.
Barry! Is that... Sure, he flies up there. Anything else? The trash! We need the trash.
You know, I'm right.
What?
You know, I'm right. I'm alright. I don't need to check the trash bin.
You're satisfied with finding a clue here before, huh?
I know they say always check the trash bin, but I'm good. I'll go out on a high note.
We found that one thing. He doesn't want to risk it again. Did we click these already? I didn't realize these robot arms could also drive the train.
Yeah, but they can't access every function of train like conductor truck.
Wait, we haven't even seen this. Why did Tails say we're done looking for clues? We haven't even clicked most of the stuff. Zork, unrelated, but I told you the Saga review was gonna get you to 1,000 subs. You did! You did! You were right. Congratulations. I appreciate the blessing that you gave to me. Did they teach you how to drive it?
Oh, no. Just how to work the microwave.
I recognize some of these functions. Maybe I could drive the train.
I would completely trust you to drive the train.
Same, actually. It's true. You could drive this train flawlessly. Oh, guys. Alright. Amy, time to interrogate you.
Well, you two, think you have enough evidence for me to call everyone here? It's high time we named a suspect.
What do you think, Barry? Ready to solve the case? Donuts Campbell says, who do you think did it? Because I believe you might be surprised and also dumbfounded at the same time. Well, as I said, like 4 times now, Eggman. That's my guess. Because I was considering it was like either Rouge or the conductor or maybe like a malfunction of the robot arms. But then I was like, well, who else would jump on a train like this, right? It's Eggman. Yeah, right, it's all the case.
Hello, everyone. This is the birthday girl speaking. Please report to the conductor car at once.
But if I'm dumbfounded, then that'd be cool. I would like it to be somebody that I'm not expecting. Because it's just the fact we cleared everybody, so it can't be anybody else. But I'm going back and forth at Eggman and the conductor, so it's one of those.
Wonderful to have you all here. Tails and I are ready to announce our prime suspect, with assistance from Barry.
Why hasn't Sonic shown up? Well, he's dead, so... Oh no. He's dead for real!
Vector! Real quick, can you come with me to get Sonic? He must still be pretending to be dead, lazy bum.
Fuck. I wasn't prepared for the Vector thing. Ready! Let's go get him! Let me tell you, darlings, this has been a delight. A delight? The air in here is so intense, I love it. Nothing like the thrill of a mystery. This train has so many amenities, I feel so catered to. Admittedly, I've been having a lot of fun myself, the amusement of a chase. Dude, I can't do all these voices. I see why you're a detective outside of this mystery, Espio. You and I love a good thrill, it seems. But on this train, I am but a humble poet. He's gonna sing. Oh, he didn't, thank God. I'd be willing to do an event like this again. It says here the train does escape rooms as well. I love escape rooms, count me in. I'm so glad everyone's having a good time. maybe we could ride a train just to relax sometime. Yeah, that'd be fun too. I can scream. That was a good scream, Jaleel. Thanks, Urkel. What in the world? That's Amy's voice. Quick, where's Amy? He's dead for real! Sonic! No!
He's not responding to us! Sonic! Sonic!
Oh, what? Is he hurt? Why isn't he moving? Sonic, can you hear us? He's banged up. If there is a pulse, it's weak. Set him down, Vector. Make sure his head is propped up. I'll help you.
I knew one of you would take this too far. What? Which one of you did this to Sonic? On my birthday, no less.
Could this really have been one of us?
There's no one else here, Knuckles. So I'll ask again. Which one of you did this?
This is inexcusable. Sonic's hurt. I'm going to expose the monster who did this.
Tails is not having it. I thought Sonic could handle anything, but somehow he met his match. I'm going to help you get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely! Me too. Same.
We're going to figure out exactly what happened in this room.
This is, like, impossible keeping up with these voices.
And punish the one responsible.
Sonic, he really was hurt this whole time. And I did nothing. I'm righting my wrong. I must take down the murderer.
Tails, Barry, I have a big question to ask. Who in this room did this? Who killed Sonic the Hedgehog?
The most suspicious one for me was Rouge. Then Shadow, I think his alibi was just so ridiculous that obviously his was. Tails was with us. Amy was with us. Knuckles was just mad that he sucked at a game. Vector beat the game. Espio was... he was reading. Blaze was with Rouge, so it could... I mean... it could be Rouge and Blaze. I'm just gonna say Rouge because Rouge is like the most likely, but I'm pretty sure it's like the conductor. He joined in on the game.
Huh. I don't see it. Care to explain your reasoning?
Bitch, I don't fucking know! Oh, well, when I'm on the spot like this, it's hard to explain. Maybe I'll pick someone else?
Who in the...
wait. It actually is someone in this room? Oh, shit. You, bitch.
That can't be right, neither. Neither Tails nor I can be the murderer.
Ah, that's right. Let me pick again. No, what it's gonna do is it's gonna make me go through like 3 or 4 of them and then be like, nah, you can't. Whoa! Okay, Burry says, there was a secret door where Espio was at. He's sus. That's why I was thinking it was Shadow, but Shadow's alibi is too goofy. And then Espio, I mean, Espio is definitely one of the more, like, questionable people. Espio, you were the one to murder Sonic, weren't you? I did no such thing, my young friend. But if it's a battle of wits you wish, I would love to discuss things. Did I, like, mix the snake voice with him? I think I did. Let's discuss.
What in the world? You're accusing Espio? We already talked about this. The man was reading. You have nothing.
Restating Espio's alibi would be helpful for everyone, I think. Espio was locked in the library car reading. He only had access to the saloon car during the murder. However, new evidence has come to light that needs to be addressed. New evidence? Oh, that's right! Barry, could you fill everyone in? Kibari said, yeah, Espio said he ain't see Shadow, and Shadow said he was looking for him. Did Shadow say he was looking for Espio? Yeah, I don't know. That was also like a really weird part to me. If Shadow had walked past them, Espio would have saw him. But then again, if Shadow walked past Espio, why would Shadow not see Espio? What did we find that brings into question Espio's alibi? I guess Vector, not Vector being protected, because that's normal for Vector to use his friend, so it has to be the hidden passage, right? Espio could have left the library at any time because Tails and I found a hidden passage from the library car. But the hidden passage doesn't lead to the saloon car. The hidden passage only goes to the library car. It's the library into that, or was Shadow in the saloon? Do I have the map? These don't even have names. Okay, so that would have been the saloon. So Sonic would have died here, and the hidden passageway only goes up from the library to where Shadow is. So there would be no way I'll just let the story play out. It just seems like there would be no way for Espio to get past that. Yeah, Shadow, yeah. The Espio, he just wouldn't be there. Oh my... Dude. Espio can turn invisible. Espio can literally turn invisible. He killed Sonic. In the lounge, the hidden passage exits behind the wardrobe. I feel lucky we even found it. Not only would Espio avoid any locked doors, but that would put him in the car just before this one. You have no evidence I used any secret passage. I answered all your questions without flaw. I was reading the entire time, remember? That's okay, Vortex. You can pretend you don't know. It's fine. I'd prefer everybody pretends they don't know, honestly. I don't want to know who actually did it. It's true. You didn't miss a question, but I think Barry and I can explain that too. Barry, how did Espio know everything in the train manual he was reading? Right, because he already read it. He's a poet, so he's a quick reader. A ninja like him speed reads. Well, he's not actually a poet, so a ninja, right? Espio is a ninja. He's fluent in 17 different languages and remarkably disciplined. What are you getting at? You picked a random book from the shelf and memorized it. Just to guarantee yourself a clean alibi. What?
That's absurd! Memorizing the whole book?
I know this is a talented bunch, but that seems like a lot. I don't know. It's plausible. Espio is particularly skilled.
I've known Espio a long time. He once sped read a book I was reading just to spoil the ending for me.
If I'm right, and Espio quickly memorized the book before entering the hidden passage, then Espio could have met Sonic in the conductor's car where he was murdered.
He can turn invisible, guys. Why is no one bringing that up? I guess it took me a while, but everybody, they're like friends with Espio, so they would know. The plot is getting thicker than Rouge. Well, Rouge these days isn't very thick, no, is she?
Since we're only talking in what-ifs, let me throw something at you. How was I to know about the hidden passage? It's hidden.
That's right! How would Espio have even known it was there? You said it yourself, kid. You were lucky to even find the passage.
Barry and I might not have the evidence to answer your question, but we know someone. But we know someone who does. Barry, who here has evidence to prove Espio knew about the hidden passage?
Shadow? Okay, then Vector, fuck off!
Maybe you can give me a hint? They told us we can see something later, and now's not the time to take a look. Who told us that? Who here has a...
What? Dude, I need to like become massively streamer brain because I can't remember anybody who said that. So I'm gonna go with Vector, and then Rouge. Wait, Amy? Damn! It's Vector. No! Don't make me do this again. It's Rouge. It is Rouge! Because Rouge, yeah! Vortex says, then SA2 Rouge. Gotta be precise, because current Rouge lost her oomph. I think SA2 is the only Rouge that had all that going on.
Rouge, we need to see those blueprints.
Blueprints? You stole blueprints?
Whatever. I already used it to scout for more treasures. Came up cold. You can have it.
Blueprints!
This right here is a blueprint to the entire train. Espio could have easily used this to find the hidden passage.
What makes you think I ever saw those blueprints?
Rouge had them. Well, Barry, do you have an answer for him? How could Espio have seen those blueprints?
Espio found the blueprints as to swipe them from the conductor. I guess Espio gave him the Rouge, right? That's possible.
Rouge, where did you find the blueprints? Oh, the library card. It was stuffed within the brochures, of course. So yeah.
We're finding out that Espio might have got him. I don't know.
I checked the saloon car first, then the blueprints after leaving. So that means Espio had time to find the blueprints and discover the hidden passage. In my theory, Espio looked at the blueprints and then used the hidden passage to get to Sonic. With Amy's guidelines, the murderer can kill a single participant however they choose. The logistics are still vague, but Barry and I have evidence on how Sonic was murdered. I'm unsure how much harm Espio caused Sonic, but Barry and I have evidence on how it was done. Oh, this is rich. Pray tell. If I murdered Sonic, how did I do it?
With the blow dart.
Okay, now to form my argument. Come on, focus. You're close, Barry. What would Sonic do?
I don't think Sonic would do any of this. I think he would just start beating ass. Why would he waste time doing all this stuff? I liked it more when there were chaos spheres everywhere. This is just lame. I got it, don't worry. I'm not even scared, bro. At this point, I'm just done with this minigame. I just want it to be over.
What? You're kidding me! Are you kidding me? You fucking dick!
Oh my god, you're serious. Oh, I deserved that for talking shit. I deserved all that. Don't worry, I have a good memory when it comes to stuff like that, so I'm not gonna do it twice. Fucking dick. Just without your Game Boy. Sonic doesn't take it to take actions, you're right. This is how you debate people in real life or online. This is not at all how I do any of this, alright? Okay.
This blow dart was found here in the conductor room. I believe Espio used this to knock Sonic unconscious. So you mean Sonic might just be knocked out? I'm unsure. He's more banged up than what a blow dart would do.
What if somebody, Shadow came back after and just started kicking the shit out of Sonic's, like, beaten body?
According to Amy's rules, a blow dart counts as a kill for the murder mystery.
Did the sound just, like, cut out right there? What was that? Was that supposed to be, like, a dramatic moment?
My theory, therefore, is plausible.
You shut the fuck up, Kiburi. Shut the fuck up, alright? I listen. If you don't use the springs, you actually get more rings. That's how I was getting, like, a ton of rings all the time. And then they found out my secret, so they fucked me. I gotta stop cussing, bro. Every time I cuss, somebody, like, warn me in the comments or something. Be like, shut the hell up or something.
Plausible, you say? Then why are there so many holes in it? You deny the allegations? Of course I do. Let me present the first fatal flaw. If I knocked out Sonic in the conductor's car, then how was Sonic found in the dining car? Shoot, that's a good point. But Tails was onto something, I'm sure of it. I locked all the doors and Espio didn't have a key. He would have had to take the hidden passage back. If he took the hidden passage back, he'd end up back in the library.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's no passage that leads to the dining car.
Barry and I know another way it could have been done.
We do? Yeah, literally, we do. What do you mean, Tails? I don't know.
What piece of evidence do we need to take a closer look at?
The blueprint or the map? Does the map have another thing? The map doesn't even show that. The blueprint's must have another thing, right?
Alright, now what's my argument? Think. We're getting closer, Barry, think!
Time for a brain blast! Oh, bro, they're afraid to go over 65. I'm just not even gonna say anything anymore. Every time I speak, I get shit on. I couldn't get that. Don't worry, I'm still a gamer, bro. It doesn't matter. Whatever you try to do to me, I'm a gamer.
Oh my god! Oh, that was an accident that I cleared that. Why?
I'm on the verge of tears, please.
Alright, let's take a look.
Perhaps I should buy a Game Boy to become a better debater, Eru says. You're right. That'll help out. Get one of Tails' little mechanical things.
If Espio didn't take the secret passage to get to the dining car, then what route did he take to get Sonic here? There's a path above the conductor's car, and it goes all the way to the dining car.
Oh, the vents! Remember we saw the vents, and Tails was like, oh, I could fly up there, and everybody was like, oh, why would that be hard for you, Barry, blah, blah. Alright, yeah. So he used the vents.
Huh. I didn't even see that area. Is that some sort of long attic? According to these blueprints, there's a hidden path in the ceiling that leads straight to the dining car. Perhaps you can access it through the vent over there? The vent, of course! That must be the entrance to the path.
Allow me to check it out. My word, my word! Knuckles, you're so proper! There is a path back here, and a track!
A track? Uh-huh.
A track for the robot arms, I think.
This must be the path to the arms. This must be the path the arms take to move throughout the train.
So, you're saying I somehow fit with Sonic in that vent and took him to the dining car? Tails, you're a smart kid, so I know you realize we both couldn't fit up there. Was it really the arms? The plot, bro, it's thickening! It's thickening! Espio's right. This is feeling flimsy, Tails. Dude, I'm so good at impressioning Dave, bro. I might as well just be Knuckles at this point. I need an answer. My name's getting dragged around here.
How on earth would I get Sonic?
What? How on earth would I get Sonic through that vent? You broke the arm, I guess. Vortex says, your skills on Game Boy directly correlate with your ability to debate. I've never had one. That explains my shortcomings on my way to get one. You're right. That's how you do it.
Whew. Now to think about my argument. You could do this, Barry. You could do this. Do we really need to think about this one? He broke the arms and shoved Sonic in there like some 70 rings. Lock in. Easy. I see those cracks. Those cracks. I see them. Easy. I'll get those. Take those. Yep, we take those. Jump inside. Whoop. Don't even need to jump. Got that. Take those. I'm not scared. Rings? Where? Nowhere. Got them. Need that. Boom! Yes, sir. Got it. Locking in. Let's go. We did it. We're in. There it is. I'm unbeatable. Boom. I thought that was the end, but okay. Look at that. Look at that, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? Everyone saw the broken robot arm on the ground, right? Clearly, a fight broke out here, and one of those robot arms was a casualty. But what if one of the robot arms actually caught Sonic? Knuckles said there's a track the robot arms use that continues through the vent. A robot arm could have grabbed Sonic passed out from a blow dart and carried him to the dining car. Vortex says dragging a 3'3" hedgehog through a vent doesn't sound that hard. They are all kid size. Yeah, kid size. Less than really. They're like elementary school kid size, like first grade.
Could that be true?
Take a look at Sonic.
Take a look. Fuck, I'm losing my snake voice.
Take a look at Sonic.
He's clearly banged up. Yo, the arms grabbed him and smacked him all around the vents, squeezing him through shit, and then dropped him on the ground. That would, could the fight have been between Sonic and the... It was the arms. That was one of my guesses. The metal arms.
I can see that. Those arms do look powerful. Sonic doesn't fail easily, but if he's woozy from a blow dart, the arms could have gotten him. Interesting theory, Tails, but you have to admit, these are a lot of coincidences. I might not be able to link everything directly to Espio yet, but I have found one inconsistency.
What kind of inconsistency?
Someone here received false information, and I believe that information came from Espio. Was it Amy? Who received that information? Amy, you received a hot scoop, did you not? I think it's time you told us where that scoop came from. Tails, you're right. Espio lied to me. Espio told me Shadow was locking doors to trap Sonic, but we found out Shadow was trying to keep me from discovering my birthday surprise. That scoop came from you, Espio?
Bro, he's gonna whoop his booty cheeks. I caught myself cussing there. His ass! Ugh. No, of course not. Amy must have misheard me.
Misheard you?
Yes, I said Sonic's going to get trapped with all these locked doors. I was just looking out for my fellow passengers' safety. I didn't blame Shadow.
I don't know, Espio.
What?
The evidence might not be airtight, but there's a lot being thrown at you that makes sense. I have to agree. You want us to believe you were lazily reading the whole time. while you were stationed in the room with the hidden passage. Ugh. And now you're lying to me on my birthday of all days? That's the game, Amy. Look at him twitching like that. I believe the murderer used the train's control to move Sonic from the conductor's car to the dining car, and lied to Amy, casting further blame on the Shadow, for no other reason than to cause doubt and confusion. When examining everyone's alibis, one clearly stands out as the weakest. I believe it's clear to everyone that it only could have been one person. It was you, Espio! I wish I could, like, duel my voice, but I can't. But yeah, we Phoenix righted his ass. Objection! You were the one who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog! Hey! Hey, guys. Sonic, you're okay? Sonic? And just as we solved the mystery, Espio was the murderer. Right. Oh no, it's getting darker. Oh no, the big final reveal. Yo, he's whooping his ass! Booty. His hiney. Espio jumped me in the conductor car. No, the Sonic 06 voice. Dang it, you got me. A blow dart though? Really? It's non-lethal poison. You'll just be sleepy for a while. Great! I could use a nap. No, wait! There's something important. Espio left me there. Something important? I need everyone to listen. The train's a badnik. Oh. Well. I'm not gonna say I solved this, but I solved this. Although I didn't think the train was a badnik. Sonic, are you feeling alright?
Do you need to lie back down?
No! We all need to get off this train! We're not safe! What? When I arrived at the conductor car, the conductor was already here! He was so excited to tell me all about the features of the train. But what he was telling me, I had a bad feeling. I asked to see the power source. The conductor hadn't even seen it. When we took a look, we realized the train's powered by a flicky. Oh. Why would the conductor not know that? A flicky? The tiny animal? There's only one person twisted enough to use a flicky as a power source. Dr. Eggman. I told the conductor the train needed to be destroyed, and he refused. The way the conductor was describing it, it's more than a simple badnik. It's the conductor's friend. The train is his co-conductor. You're not serious. They certainly didn't tell me that in the interview. Right as we saw the flicky, I felt a sting in my shoulder. It was the blow dart from Espio. Espio left. The lights in the room started to glow red. Oh my god, the conductor! Hey, stop! What are you doing? I knew something was wrong and stood up. The arms came for me next. I spin dashed right through the robot arm, sliced it off the rail. It was on. Why does he talk like that? Wow. I'm amazed he was able to do any of this poisoned. But another robot arm managed to grab me and pin me to the floor. The conductor screamed as the arms approached him, but I was hit quite a bit before it all got to me. I love it. Has the case been solved? Maybe. Vortex says, makes sense how the robot arm was able to drag Sonic to the vent. What kind of normal plane would have the ability to do that? Right. Kind of scary, not gonna lie. Kiburi, the tonal shift at the end is something I was going to talk about, but just decided to let it be. Yeah, I got pretty serious. Oh no. Yeah. Everyone, I have something to admit. I murdered Sonic the Hedgehog! Yeah, we already knew that. What the fuck? What? The situation has gotten serious. So serious. Oh, why would he not just tell us?
thought that's how these murder games worked. You shoot someone with a blow dart, they die.
Are you crazy? It just makes, it's just a make-believe game. No one should get hit with a blow dart.
I was just following the rules. What? These rules. See?
What is that? It says, use this blow dart on Sonic stationed in the conductor car. It is laced with a non-lethal sleeping agent.
Why wouldn't he make it lethal, Eggman? Why wouldn't you just kill him, Eggman?
Thank you again for choosing the Mirage Express.
The Mirage Express! It's a Mirage! Oh! Mind blown! Yo! Woo! Because it's a badnik. It's a Mirage. It's not real.
What is this, instructions?
I was given the blow dart along with that card.
It's signed Staff. Who gave this to you?
Come to think of it, one of the robotic arms handed it to me.
Weapons shouldn't be allowed on the train. What is the larger picture here? Who instructed these arms to attack?
Who?
Or what? Barry, who do you think attacked Sonic and handed Espio the blow dart?
The train itself.
I believe something's been orchestrating things behind the scenes.
It's Eggman.
Something wanted Sonic out of the picture, and for good. For a good while, so I think. The train itself is plotting something.
It's not the train. It's Eggman. Pac says, honestly, I would have vibed more with the game if it just ended at Espio being revealed with the Badnik twist. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it would have been a nice little comedy game at that point. Zerk says, alright, I have to go to war now. Can't wait for Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy VII Remake. Also, final question, people keep asking about best Sonic story. From what I recall, SA2 is your fave and Black Knight. Okay. Vortex, Eggman choosing a non-lethal poison doesn't make sense if it's him who prepared it. Exactly. Yeah, there's no reason for it, honestly. But whatever.
First we learned the train's a badnik, and now it's out to get us? Once again, you keep saying the most ridiculous nonsense. You're seriously convinced the train has it out to get us? I don't know what the train's full intent is, but clearly it's been tampering in our murder mystery game. Train? Come out and show yourself! Amy! It's my birthday, and I don't need you messing with it! Amy's hitting the wall with her hammer.
I'm with you, Amy! This train can have it!
Come on.
Excuse me.
Come on, there's gotta be another way to get the train's attention. What was that?
Oh, it's about to shoot us. Pac says, I think the non-lethal poison only makes sense if Eggman wants to capture Sonic the Power and Ultimate Robot, to which Eggman doesn't want to do that, so, like, why? Exactly. Vortex says, was I correct that SA2 is your favorite and Black Knight or Unleash is the best in your opinion or not? I think I'll just rock with Sonic Generations and SA2. I generally don't have a favorite Sonic game. Eru says Eggman could have won for real. True!
What did you two do? Is that the conductor? Here, I can get him down.
Oh, don't touch him!
Is the train talking?
What kind of voice do we give the train? No, I'm pretty sure it's Eggman talking, but we'll give him a fake name.
Of course I could talk. You fools are too distracted playing your little game to figure it out.
What kind of voice is that? That's what I'm giving him.
We were right here, weren't we?
Oh, my bad. I keep reading your name wrong because you're Woe instead of Zerk on YouTube like a freaking moron. Fucking moron.
I'm taking all of you to Eggman's base.
Well, Eggman wouldn't be talking in third person. That'd be weird.
Where you will rock. Eggman! After I deliver your annoying party right to his egg fortress.
I'm just gonna rock. It's gonna be getting them both the same voice. Favorite Sonic story? Unleashed. Pac, honestly, I wouldn't mind switching up Eggman character to be wanting to capture Sonic as a power source for total absolute rule as opposed to his current just get rid of him motif. Isn't that what he wants to do in, Sat AM and Archie and other stuff? That's just kind of his thing. Dante says, how do you imagine the Sonic series should be handled and have it to be well received? Make it an action RPG, because an action RPG is one of the most well-rounded game styles you could possibly make. An action RPG, you can make it a platformer, you can make it a combat thing, you can add speed sections that you want, you can genuinely, an action platformer is one of the most moldable genres of any video game. It could be anything you want it to be. And the stories would also be like 30 to 40 hours long as well, which would be perfect for, because you'd be able to have multiple characters, different quests for each characters, and different areas and stuff like that. What is your question? Did you not? Your question was if Sonic. So my favorite game was SA2 or the story. Yeah, the story. Yeah, the story was Unleashed. Yeah, that's what I said. You bastard. Pox says, I think in those, he just wants to roboticize everything, including Sonic, as opposed to exclusively capturing Sonic power. It's more so making a Sonic minion, not a battery. Yeah, but he would still, like, power his army in that case. Stefan, how should the story direction of the Sonic franchise go? Geez, that's a loaded question. I'm gonna actually add that to the Q&A, okay? I'm not gonna answer that on the stream, because I wanna keep moving with this game so we can, like, finish this up. I don't have too much time. I'm pretty sure if we don't finish this stream, the last stream's the last time we'll do Murder of Sonic, because it looks like we're at the end. But yeah, Stefan, I'll add yours to the Q&A instead. Was that correct? That your favorite Sonic story, not game? Yes, Sonic Unleashed. Yeah. My favorite versus the best? That's what your question is? Yeah, I didn't understand that. Yeah. So the best and my favorite would be both Unleashed. That would be the same thing. It'd be really weird for it to be the best and my favorite at the same time. That'd be odd. What the The conductor and I will be free to laugh and play games. Ride the open rails like we always planned. What are you? Enough! The train's picking up speed. Everyone grab onto something. Which one of these buttons turns the train off? Whoa! Sonic! Stay put until we arrive. Goodbye. Ah! No, no! I can't keep my footing! Okay, fade to black. How do we get here? That's an evil arm, don't trust it. Oh, is there gonna be more interrogations? Oh no, my spaghetti's falling out of my pants. A bunch of evidence has fallen out of my pockets. What the fuck is this? All good, have fun, Zerk. Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? No need to yell, bud. Sonic, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Hanging in there. It seems the train's arms threw us back into the dining car. But where's everyone else? Great question. But for now, are you alright? Sonic the Hedgehog asking about me? I feel terrible. Yeah, things aren't looking the brightest. But when the situation's dark, it's up to us to shine the way forward. Sonic's just as cool as everyone says. Let's get our bearings and take a look around. Good idea. Lead the way. All right. Well, I think we're actually gonna stop it here. I can tell there's gonna be a lot more going on. We're just not gonna be able to get to all of it. Holy shit. Okay. Let's go back to our little home place. Okay. There we go. Let's shut this down. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna stop there. I don't have too much time before I actually go to work as well. So, in the meantime, let's answer questions, okay? So let's see, so I'll be able to answer your question slightly, okay, Stefan? I didn't see your question. I'll scroll back up in just a second, Eru. So for Stefan, my ideal Sonic story is something that mixes, it's not like heavy on comedy. Certain characters will be comedy relief, but it's something that's like, it has, like a lot of character, but it focuses on like a, yeah, next stream should be the last Kabari. But it focuses on like just like the characters themselves, and it develops certain characters. So like in each game, one character should develop each time. At the very least, each one should be like a focus. And then there should be like, you know, plenty of side characters, like the chaotics of side characters. They don't really need like any sort of development. So we'll do quests with them instead. We'll go around doing quests and stuff like that. The reason the action RPG formula works for this is literally for stuff like that, okay? But so let's go back up and see some stuff I missed. I'm actually gonna change this chat so that it stays on the screen for next stream. That way I can kind of make it a little easier when I scroll back up. But let's see. Oh my gosh, I thought I turned it off. My fault. That's my work alarm. Let's see. Where are we at? So, but yeah, so I'll still answer your question fully on the thing, Stefan, when we get to the Q&A. Let's see. What were some of the things? There you go, Ari. What were some of the things you wish you said in your issue 50 review? That'll have to wait for another stream for that. There's a lot of things that I wish I said, but a few things that I wish that I brought up is I wish that I dived into Starland's character more. But I'm saving that for the part 2. But I just wish that I like touched on it a little more. So if you go back and watch my issue 50 review, a lot of things that I was going to comment on are in the issue recap. So you'll notice me talking about Belle and a little bit of Starline and Eggman and stuff like that. And those were things that I was going to originally add into the actual video, but I decided to remove all that and just focus on the Sonic moment, because that's what like most people are like more interested in. So I was like, let's just focus on that and give my full take on that as much as I can, and then that's just how I worked with that. So yeah, there's still plenty of stuff that I'll bring up on issue 50 later on, and it'll just have to be another stream. It'll have to be a Yap stream that we do that. I can't do that while playing a game because we only have so much time in between and before. And, well, actually, if we're playing a game, I'm perfectly fine with actually stopping the game and answering questions. There's no problem with that. The only reason I don't want to do that for this one is because I just want to be done with it. That's the only reason I'm doing it now. Okay, so let's see, who's next? Stefan says, granting how Eggman successfully took over the world in Forces, would you say Sonic's philosophy in issue 50 still applies for a character like Eggman? So if we're going off Sonic's philosophy for IDW, it 100% applies because and it is a philosophy that kids should adopt since it is a kid's book. Okay, that's so a two-part question. So first part has a two-part answer. So if we're going off IDW Sonic's answer, then Sonic is 100% correct in how he feels. If he thinks that Eggman can do no wrong and be redeemed, then he has to stick to that. That's just what he sticks with that philosophy. So everybody can be redeemed. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody's got the Sonic love, okay? It doesn't matter if you slap his mom, killed his mother, ate somebody right in front of their dad. I don't know. It doesn't matter what you do to IDW Sonic. You can do whatever the hell you want, bro, as long as you say that, hey, Sonic man, sorry, bro. Or don't even say you're sorry. Just be like, hey, Sonic, I hate you. And then Sonic be like, well, get out of here. And then he'll fight you again. So, but if we're talking Game Sonic, I don't think Game Sonic considers anything. So I'm teetering on how Game Sonic is. When I go to review the stories, I'm really going to focus on like Sonic's philosophy that he seems to portray in the games. I don't know if he actually cares about anything really. Yeah, I don't. Oh, hi, Cray. We're at the end of the stream, but yeah, what in the murder? Yeah, I don't think that Game Sonic really cares about anything. I think Game Sonic is more of a, if he sees it, he's going to act on it kind of guy. So if he sees something happening, then he's going to like take action toward it. But if he has no idea it's going on, then he just doesn't think about it. That's just this type person that he is. And I don't think it's a good philosophy that should be adopted by kids. So even in a children's novel, it's probably actually even more important for a children's novel to do this, or a kid's book. I wouldn't say novel. I don't know how many kids are reading novels out there, but for a kid's book especially, it's really important to show like the negatives and positives of something, because a kid is going to read that and they're going to kind of relate to that and be able to learn and figure out like how it makes people feel and what's like right and wrong in that situation. So to have somebody like Sonic walk up to you and be like, man, I don't care if your dad beats your wife. I mean, as long as he's not doing anything, he's good to go. It's like, yeah, what is that philosophy? It's absolutely insane. So to like show that like Sonic has moments where it's like, yeah, that's not okay. Like I think that everyone can agree. Like, you know, he turns around, looks at everybody else, and everybody's like, yeah, that's some crazy work, bro. You can't be going around taking over 99% of the world, killing people, torturing Robin, and doing all that stuff. You can't do that, right? Like that, it just makes sense. There's no reason to even pretend like Sonic's philosophy is like that. And furthermore, if Ian wants to believe that Sonic has a philosophy like that, then he has to understand other characters do not have philosophies like that. But yeah, that's my long spiel on that. So yeah. Next question. Pac, would you personally keep Sonic as a static character, and if so, what would the approach be? If I were to rework Sonic, so if I had the well, let's do it like this. If I were to jump into the Sonic franchise now, he would be a static character. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything about him except for the idea of Sonic that I understand it as it is. If I were to rewrite the thing, I would have Sonic be a mid-tier adventurer, and he would grow based on that, and he would just continue to grow and learn stuff, and then maintain his own understanding of everything instead. I don't like Sonic being a static character. I personally don't like static protagonists. I don't think they're interesting. Especially because a lot of static protagonists are at their peak. You know, they can't do anything more. The only thing they can do is get 100 times stronger. So that's why in my Saga review, you'll notice that I touched on this a bit. Sonic can do virtually anything. He has like next to no weaknesses. You know, so like when he's got to deal with a problem, Sonic can just do it all by himself. He doesn't need anybody to help him deal with the problem. And that's very evident because, I mean, he does solo adventures all the time. That's like his thing. He does solo adventures. When we first saw Sonic, he's doing a solo adventure. And Sonic Unleashed, I mean, yeah, he has Tails, but it's majorly just Sonic. He doesn't need anybody else. But when we saw Tangle and Bell jump over that chasm and have to work together to get across, you know, that huge gap, that is actually interesting stuff. That's the stuff. That is the drama that you want to look for in a story. But yeah, that's my answer to that. I wouldn't make Sonic a static character personally. No. Wartex says, should the Sonic franchise go for open worlds in the future, or go for something new, or even maybe revisit old formulas? I think that the team should be divided up. I think that they really need to start funding Sega Hardlight and get them used to making Sonic games, so that they can make the Sega Hardlight's type of games should be this Sonic Generations, the Sonic and Shadow Generations, the Sonic Superstars. That should be what they do. And then the main company of Sonic Team, they should be working on the big mainstream games, like the huge stuff like that. Kiburi says in the games he's just a reactionary character. Yeah, I'm not interested in Sonic's thing at all. Stefan says, well, I don't think static characters are all bad. Superman, Goku, Naruto, Luffy, all these are popular static characters, but these are written well. It's not true. That is absolutely completely false. Well, not absolutely completely false, but it's largely false. Superman, I don't have enough knowledge on Superman to say no. Goku became a static character. He was not a static character. Goku learned and grew over time. Naruto especially was not a static character. The story of Naruto is like, there's so many layers to every character. Naruto is far from a static character. Luffy, I think Luffy actually is a static character, so that would be a solid example. Goku became a static character. So, to say that, like, Sonic, the way that you would see Sonic is static because when you see Sonic, he is always Sonic. From the very first Sonic the Hedgehog all the way up to now, he's just Sonic. He's at the apex of his legacy. He can't get any better, he can't get any worse. He already knows how he feels about everything. He already knows what he wants to do and how he wants to deal with everything. Sonic never questions if he's doing something that he wants to do. He's always doing it. Regular Degular says, Static Sonic is perfect for a mainly game-focused series like Sonic, if you ask me. If it's like Mario, then a static character is perfect. Sonic is a serialized series, and they want it to be a series. They don't want it to be a bunch of one-offs. That's how they have decided to go in the direction of writing it. Early on, Sonic was pretty episodic. But whenever they had like the same title, I guess that was their idea of making it serialized. But ever since Ian Flynn and a lot of teams have come on, it all is an entire ongoing series. So to have Sonic be a static character, it really it kind of lessens the how much you're gonna care about the story in the game, because again, Sonic can already do everything. He only needs himself. If we deleted every single character from the cast, Sonic could do it all on his own. Let's see. Ikiburi says Goku's not a static character. Right, yeah, he became a static character over time. Yeah, Goku was absolutely not a static character. That is not true. Like, it literally just watch Dragon Ball. The whole point of Dragon Ball is how much Goku grows and experiences the world that he never knew before. So to call him a static character is insane. So Cray says, what I know about the Sonic as a static character is that he's designed around being a catalyst for change for the rest of the cast. I'm not a big fan of it, but I realize I've gotten used to it. So yes, Sonic is supposed to be a static for change for the rest of the cast. The issue that I would have with that is that, I mean, you're just Sonic. Again, you play as Sonic the majority of the time. Pac says Sonic isn't serialized at all though. Even the sequels like SA1 and SA2 were all completely unrelated to each other, nigh to each other to nigh every degree. That's just not even true. I think you need to go back and watch the stories of SA1 and 2 because they literally reference each other. So I don't even know why you said that. I mean, I see Ian wanting to make it serialized though, but yeah, again, that's just not true, Pac. You need to go rewatch the stories because that's not the case. Both SA1 and SA2 directly relate to each other. And that may be it. I'll wait a minute or two for a last question, and then I'll answer it, okay? Vortex says, kids' books have a clear-cut approach to morality, right and wrong, and consequence are present. IDW Sonic doesn't get away with his BS mentality because it's for kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, even when it's like a varied thing, I mean, they still, like, present a little nuance to it, like, stuff like that. Aries says, there should be more games about other characters since they have more room for development than Sonic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that like Sega Hardlight would be perfect for any spin-off game. If you want to make a Blaze game, a Silver game, or anything like that, you can start with them, and then you can like expand on the games that they're giving them. Because Sega Hardlight is more than capable. That Sonic Dream Team thing was crazy. If that was on a console, like Sega Hardlight would be pretty far up there. Kiburi, you're gonna be the last question, okay? Or whatever you have to say. Kiburi says, I would like Sonic to be challenged and grow, and I think one way to achieve this is to introduce new main antagonists for a short while. Eggman doesn't really do it. He should be put to the side. I 100% agree, yes. So if I were to write this series, Eggman would be like kind of more like how Zelda even does it. Eggman is like a big deal villain. Like when I want like a huge game that I'm like, you guys all need to see this game, that's when Eggman would come in and be like that villain. Otherwise, we're fighting somebody else. Because there's no reason to have Eggman as the every single time villain. The world is so huge and there's so many things that could happen in Sonic. There's just no reason to have like a focus villain like that. It's ridiculous. Regular Dagler says, lore culture has kind of ruined everything nowadays. Lamau, Sonic canon is cool and all, but I want is a full, well-designed Sonic game. That's fine. Yeah, that's an agreeable take, yeah. That's if you don't really care about the story right now and would rather than focus on the game. That's fine, yeah. Cray says, I'm with Wart, give Silver a game. Vortex does say, give my boy Silver a game, he deserves it. Alright, guys, that's going to be all for the stream. Thank you guys all for showing up for this. I thought it was going to be the end. It wasn't. We still have one more single stream that we got to do with this. I'm not going to stream for the rest of this week. We'll have to stream on Monday again, okay? Because I need to do the Q&A video and I want to have that out by the end of the week. So we're not going to stream again tomorrow or the next day. Aries says Eggman would apparently be the only evil person in the world. Yeah, that's right. Eggman would apparently be the only evil person in the world. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys all for coming in. I appreciate all of your questions. Thank you all for interacting with the stream especially. Thank you guys again for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, we're gonna keep pushing that content. We're gonna shoot to catch up with IDW before the year ends, so we're really gonna try to grind that out. If we can't catch up, that's fine. No big deal. It is what it is. But yeah, thank you guys all for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Love ya. Bye-bye.